You're watching Election Express with Rahul Kamal, broadcasting live from Tirupati tonight.
Good evening and welcome Election Express. It's day 18 and tonight we are broadcasting from the temple town of Tirupati in Seemandhra. A lot of anger, a lot of resentment here about the manner in which the state has been bifurcated. Thank you all so much for joining us in Tirupati tonight. It's great to have brought the Election Express here. Thank you all so much for joining us. I want to begin on a special note with the priests who've joined us, and I want to begin by invoking the blessings of Lord Balaji. So sir, if you could help us invoke the blessings of Lord Balaji, and then we'll begin our broadcast.
वात्सल्यादि गुणोज्ज्वलां भगवतीं वन्दे जगन्मातरं प्रपद्येदं गिरिं प्रायः श्रीनिवासानुकम्पया इक्षुसारस्रवन्त्येव यन्मूर्त्या शर्करायितम् ॐ शैलाधिपयेव दैवतं नः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तम् मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु.
Thank you so much. बहुत shukriya. Thank you all so much. We want to begin this political discussion by raising questions about the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh and the manner in which the state was bifurcated. Let me start with this gentleman over here. Sir, how much of an issue is the manner in which the bifurcation was carried out and the anger that there is in Rayalaseema, in Seemandhra, about the manner in which Andhra Pradesh was bifurcated? How important an issue is that for you?
It's a very important issue in respect of both economic point of view and present people's point of view. All of the people know here in assembly the bill was not passed. In spite of that, the government has taken it into the parliament, and without the notice of the press or the public, they have taken a decision and they passed the bill of bifurcation. And it was supported by all the other parties also, because they have already promised to bifurcate it. They have it in mind and they fulfill their desire. Whether to people are interested or not, they have bifurcated and they have put the problem and the blame on the people of this.
Okay. Given the fact that there was a lot of interest and a lot of demand in Telangana for the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, how many people here in Seemandhra support the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh? Is there anyone at all who supports it? How many people oppose the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh? How many people oppose? So virtually everyone here in the audience supports the United Andhra movement, and nobody supports. No, but then, ma'am, you're from the Congress party. It is your party that is responsible for splitting Andhra Pradesh. What do you have to say to all those people who are present here who believe that the party didn't do enough to keep Andhra Pradesh united, or didn't do enough to take care of the interests of Seemandhra?
It is not the mistake of one Congress party. Bifurcation is responsible by all the parties, because everybody has expressed it should be bifurcated because they want votes from Telangana also. All the parties want the support of Telangana people. All the parties supported bifurcation, but the blame...
But your party pushed it. Your party must take blame for having made it happen, and also the credit for making it happen.
Yes, because it is in the government. Finally, the decision was taken by the Congress party and the credit goes to Congress party. But
and the blame also goes to Congress party.
Yes, because the blame also goes to the Congress party is not correct.
In this election we've seen in Seemandhra, every Congress leader or most Congress leaders want to run away from the Congress party. Even the Congress worker is deserted. Is it because they're leaving a sinking ship?
It is not right that the Congress workers deserted the party. All the Congress workers...
What about the leaders? They're all running away. Your chief minister ran away.
Yes, because Chief Minister has taken a stand that the state should not be deserted, and he has promised that he will desert the position he kept his promise. It doesn't mean that Congress party was deserted by the people.
This lady here is clearly putting up a very brave face for the Congress. But through our reportage across Seemandhra, we found Congress leaders deserting the Congress en masse. Simi Pasha went out and about trying to speak to Congress leaders, Congress workers on what they felt about the public anger, the backlash against the splitting of Andhra Pradesh. Here's what the Election Express found out.
The Lord Venkateshwara temple in Tirumala forms the center of an entire ecosystem that has now come to be known as Tirupati town. A sacred and ancient pilgrimage that attracts lakhs of devotees from across the country. Hotels, restaurants and pilgrim centers dot the streets, catering to a never-ending flow of devotees. But the social and economic relevance of Tirupati makes it more than a center of religion. The town is also a hotbed of political activity. In the run-up to elections, Tirupati often comes alive to the sounds of drums. As tribal dancers and local artists woo crowds to political rallies. The message being sent out is clear. It's a fight for regional and cultural identity. And Tirupati is gearing up for a bigger role in the now bifurcated Andhra Pradesh. Leaders here understand that locals are no longer looking at New Delhi for guidance, especially after being let down by the Congress.
I have started the party out of for the sake of the people, because in this state who are major players for the election is Congress, which was responsible for the division. It is BJP, which is responsible for the division. It is Telugu Desam, which is responsible for the division, and YSRCP, which has given letters for it to be divided. So there is no party except CPM which said that the state should be united.
Allegations and conspiracy theories fly thick and fast. He may have floated his own party, but Kiran Kumar Reddy has shied away from a contest. His critics say KKR knows that his delayed exit from the Congress will not translate into votes, the procrastination costing him dear. Jagan Mohan Reddy, on the other hand, had taken the Congress head-on, making his anti-bifurcation stand clear from day one. The YSR Congress has effectively been able to tap into the resentment against Sonia Gandhi's decision, and this is their top poll strategy.
Congress has committed a lot of blunders, even apart from this decision on bifurcation. The decisions they took and how they changed the chief ministers and how they left out Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy, and all the decisions they took was not for the people. It was basically political reasons. It was not towards the people actually. So they were losing ground drastically, and this was the final nail in the coffin, the bifurcation issue. And everybody got so desperate that they started jumping into the other parties.
An exodus from the Congress has left it rudderless in Seemandhra and given a poll blank to the opposition. Accused of flirting with the idea of Telangana itself, the TDP too has now decided to blame the Congress for the bifurcation.
Congress party is dead party now. Congress party is no more here because Sonia Gandhi has divided the state without taking anybody's views of Seemandhra people. She has unilaterally decided that she will get more seats in Telangana.
A party that till now was giving stiff competition to regional giants, the Congress today has literally been reduced to ashes. Voices coming out of Tirupati don't just represent the sentiment in this town, but in the entire Seemandhra region.
Congress party will suffer a lot.
This is a wrong decision, I think, mostly.
The Congress party will go down. Such type of decision is exactly wrong.
Congress party secured zero seats.
To win the contest from Tirupati, you don't just require blessings from the Tirumala temple, but also from the people of this pilgrimage site. A town that sends out a message of unity is today angry with the decision to divide Andhra Pradesh. And for now, it's the Congress party that seems to be bearing the brunt of this bifurcation. In Tirupati with Kashif Siddiqui, Simi Pasha for the Election Express.
Well, the Congress is clearly a diminished force in Seemandhra, but I want to come to the question about who's best suited now to develop the new state of Seemandhra. And how many people here feel that Jagan Reddy is best suited to develop Seemandhra? And how many people here feel that Chandrababu Naidu is best suited to developing Seemandhra? Let me start with you, sir. Why is it that you believe that Chandrababu Naidu, given the current circumstances, is best for Seemandhra?
Chandrababu Naidu is not only the politician, he is the economist and the CEO of Andhra Pradesh. At this point of time, the only person who developed this Seemandhra is Chandrababu Naidu, because he has a lot of vision to develop the state. He has already proven leader, because the United States, he developed a lot of states and districts. And he developed the Hyderabad city, is the biggest city in the India. So the only leader is Chandrababu Naidu. He has the visionary, and he developed definitely. He opposed that division also by given letter at 2008, but the division is taken out in 2014.
He gave a letter supporting the splitting. So I don't know how you say what you're saying, but sir, suddenly Chandrababu Naidu in our travels we find seems to be back in fashion. He was down and out about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Jagan Reddy was surging. The latest rounds of opinion polls seem to indicate that Chandrababu Naidu is back in fashion.
I don't think so. Chandrababu is back in fashion or anything, because if you see the by-elections which took place, out of 42 seats, TDP didn't even win 1 seat, and they lost deposits in 21 seats. So now also, he is desperate. Like, he was the person who told that he made the biggest mistake of his life aligning with BJP in front of a big Muslim gathering. And now he is back with BJP because he's so desperate, he wants to save himself.
You're saying Chandrababu Naidu is desperate, which is why he's back with the BJP, aligning with the same party which he promised his voters he would never do in 2004.
No, it's wrong, because we want at these circumstances, because our Seemandhra that is gone down, I told you, gone down to 100 years back, because if we want to develop 100 years like Hyderabad, it will take 100 years. So we want a good leader who will have the good vision of, good leader means a common man has to live peacefully. A common man, when he will live peacefully, the price hiking has to be checked, electrical power supply must be there, and infrastructure, and especially for ladies, women empowerment and women safety and security. He will provide some mobiles also, like Nirbhaya, you know about Nirbhaya Act and everything, and the women empowerment, and even from the childhood, all ages, he is having programs for all ages, that is from LKG to PG, the education, free education, and pensioners they want to develop as 1,000 rupees per month pensioners. So in all fields, industries and investments means venture capitalists will come when there is industry, when there is high-tech, software development, then only venture capitalists will come from different countries, then only the country will develop. The same thing is doing with, I am very strong in believing the leadership of Chandrababu Naidu in state and Modi in central.
Okay. The battle here in Seemandhra at this time is very clearly a battle between Jagan Reddy and Chandrababu Naidu. For the longest time, it was Jagan Reddy who was leading the sweepstakes, winning in all the opinion polls. But in the last few weeks, after an alliance was stitched between the TDP and the BJP, there seems to have been a turnaround in the fortunes of Chandrababu Naidu. Now there's a buzz around his campaign, there's a spring in his feet, cadre morale is looking up. Let's focus on the two main players and the battle for Seemandhra, the war between Chandrababu Naidu and Jagan Reddy.
Chandrababu Naidu is in flashback mode to what he thinks were his best years, when industry used to gush all over him, calling him the CEO of Andhra Pradesh Incorporated. Which is why his party, the Telugu Desam, has put up these hoardings. This one showing Naidu in the company of Bill Gates. A meeting that led to Microsoft opening its windows for the first time outside the US to set up a center in Hyderabad. This is by far Naidu's most important election. A third successive defeat will deflate his party's symbol, the bicycle beyond repair. And he will be relegated to the list of political has-beens.
If he loses this election, his winnability will be questioned by the ranks and file of the party. Therefore, if they lose this election, both the survival of the Telugudesam party and the survival of Chandrababu Naidu as the leader of the party will be questioned. That is the reason why, this election is it has very high stakes for Telugudesam party.
Realizing his electoral battle is against YS Jagan Reddy, Naidu has made it a point to mount a personal and very bitter attack on him. Even going to the extent of saying those who vote for YSR Congress should be sent to prison.
Even if people will vote corrupt people, known corrupt people, then God only can save this country, not human beings.
With the Congress having written its political epitaph in Seemandhra, it is a straight contest between Naidu and Jagan in the 13 districts.
It is a life and death battle for Jagan and Naidu, and both are moving heaven and earth to defeat each other because the Congress is decimated there. So therefore the entire political space is polarized between TDP and YSRCP.
Jagan, on the other hand, was riding a wave, winning most of the by-elections since he floated his own party, the YSR Congress. Jagan has banked on the welfare agenda of his father, the late YS Rajashekara Reddy, hoping the beneficiaries will favour him in the Lok Sabha and Assembly polls.
And you ask Naidu one question. Sir, between 84 and 94, what was the economic growth of Andhra Pradesh? A decade before he was the CM. What was the economic growth of Andhra Pradesh between 94 to 2004? If he was a great chief minister and he was so much for development and if he had met so many people in the world, I would like to know from him a straight answer whether he could improve the economic growth of the state. 84 to 94, the economic growth of the state was 5.7% per annum. 94 to 2004, it is again 5.7%.
But opinion polls now indicate that Naidu's tie-up with Narendra Modi might be taking the wind out of Jagan's sails, and that Modi might just prove to be the X factor that may decide who will be the winner between Naidu and Jagan.
Namo in other parts of India stands for Narendra Modi, but ask TDP leaders and they will point out that it stands for Naidu and Modi. Modi for PM and Naidu for CM has been the Telugudesam slogan. On the other hand, Jagan has been quick to point out that he will support anyone but the Congress at the centre, and that has been interpreted as a thumbs up to the NDA. Clearly, Modi has both Naidu and Jagan eating out of his hand in Andhra Pradesh. T.S. Sudhir for Election Express.
Early this morning, just before he set off for his campaign, I caught up with TDP leader Chandrababu Naidu about the battle for your vote 2014. This is what Chandrababu Naidu had to say. The Election Express is in Tirupati, and joining us now, TDP leader Chandrababu Naidu, whose hometown happens to be Tirupati. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you, very nice of you. I'm very happy to see you here.
It's great to be with you in the temple town, sir. I want to begin by asking you about your marriage with the BJP. Even before the marriage, there was talk of divorce. What sort of alliance is there where divorce comes immediately after marriage?
No, that is not true. Whenever there are two parties, there will be so many aspirants, candidates. So naturally, it is very tough to adjust. But ultimately, leadership is very keen, both the parties. We are sorted out all the problems. Only our aim is to maximize our winning chances of both parties. That is how we are working.
No, because there have been some reports that Chandrababu Naidu may not share the dais with Narendra Modi unless the BJP changes candidates on 3 seats. Is there truth to those stories, or are you prepared to put those differences aside?
No, what I am saying, all these things only media speculations. Nothing is there.
There is no smoke without fire.
No, sometimes without smoke also, without fire also there will be smoke. That is what is happening.
No, but tell me, Mr. Naidu, that you were the original development icon, hailed the world over, and yet you were trounced in the elections. You were projected as a corporate man, as a Hyderabad man. Modi has used pretty much the Babu model and has become a national success. How is that?
Only problem is, I'm the first person who has developed all these things. At that time, I have gone ahead of times I used to be. So everybody thought some disappointment, all these things, because I am unable to manage. Naturally, I got some problems also. Drought, some without pay in my hand, that's some problems. Modi has studied my model, he modified. That is why, not only modified, he modified. So automatically people are happy. Today, people are thinking Chandrababu Naidu is the best model for development. I developed Hyderabad, I developed Cyberabad, I created so much of infrastructure. I was responsible for deregulation of telecommunication sector, road sector, airports, everything. Now people are thinking what Modi is doing exactly what I had done long back. That is
but is it that Chandrababu Naidu marketing failed and Modi's marketing succeeded?
Right, I can agree for that. Because of my model, he has changed how to do it. That is what I am saying, modified. Modi has modified the model, it has clicked for him. That is the reality. I appreciate him.
Given your party's ambivalent position on Telangana, sometimes you supported it in letters, sometimes you opposed it. The voters of Telangana are very confused about Chandrababu Naidu and the TDP.
No, they are not confused.
They are.
They are not confused. What I am saying, there is a sentiment. There is a sentiment in Seemandhra. Because of sentiment, people want Telangana, people want to be united. Congress made a mistake. They should have discussed thoroughly, debated thoroughly. They should have taken final decision by convincing all stakeholders. They didn't do that.
All the opinion polls till about a month ago showed Jagan Reddy having a substantial lead over the TDP in Seemandhra as well. What do you think has changed? Is it the alliance with the BJP that has changed, or do you think corruption has become an issue? If it has, then why wasn't it an issue 1 month ago?
But I am saying, whenever the right time people will decide. That is very important in politics. I am fighting against corruption for the last so many years. 10 years I am fighting continuously. And also development, ours is the best model. Jagan Reddy is supporting corruption. He is pro-corruption, I am against corruption.
If Chandrababu Naidu and Modi come to power, will you prosecute Jagan Reddy as per the law of the land?
No, law of the land will be uniform for everybody. That is what I am assuring you. I am going to fight. No exemption for anybody.
Do you think Jagan has got exemption so far?
So, yes, certainly. Sonia Gandhi has bailed him out. So much of you can name me one politician which is more corrupt than this man.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on the Election Express. We wish you all the best. You have a long day ahead of you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. That was Chandrababu Naidu. How many people believe that the Jugalbandi between Chandrababu Naidu and Modi is good for the country? How many people believe that this is a good, deadly combination? Why do you feel that way?
Actually, if you see, Nara Chandrababu Naidu has ruled the state for 9 years, and he was the opposite leader for 9 years. So the newborn state, that Andhra Pradesh, will be developed only by the vision and the creation of a new state. Because if you see, in the previous days, 6,000 rupees for a normal person, salary was very huge in the state. Because here, Chandrababu Naidu becoming the CM, each a normal person also is getting 60,000 rupees as IT sector has boomed. So the new state need a new...
But people got fed up with him, which is why they voted him out of power.
No, actually the main thing was the vision of the leader. The newborn state need him now at present for the development of...
You're saying what he did to Hyderabad, he now needs to do to Seemandhra for Seemandhra to go. How many people feel that Modi and Naidu together are a good combination?
Yes, it is a good combination. We need an able and stable leader. It is already a deserted state. It is a blanket division went on. It is a blanket division. We need a suitable state, suitable capital equal to the Hyderabad. The only Chandrababu Naidu have capacity to develop, to initiate the new capital city for us.
The only Modi factor will definitely help the Seemandhra 13 districts. Why? Because he is a visionary leader. He is already proved in Gujarat. He already proved in Madhya Pradesh. He already proved in Jharkhand, Uttaranchal, Uttarakhand, and now this Seemandhra. It will be after June 2nd. The Modi factor here in state, Chandrababu Naidu will become the biggest and emerging leaders and stronghold factors to strengthen the state, and all in all the state, the Andhra Pradesh will be the biggest state and the developed state soon.
Welcome back, you're watching the Election Express and we are broadcasting tonight from Tirupati, the temple town, and I want to thank you all very much for staying with us on this broadcast. And I want to start by asking you, sir, आप सबसे पहले ये बताइए कि आप इन इलेक्शंस को फॉलो कर रहे हैं नहीं फॉलो कर रहे हैं?
मैं इलेक्शन को फॉलो करूँगा।
आप फॉलो कर रहे हैं इलेक्शंस को?
आपका भी फॉलो किया। आप अखिलेश यादव से साइकिल में गए हैं और ये तो गाड़ी में भी आप आम आदमी पार्टी के साथ गए थे और चेन्नई में कल थे आप सब। मैंने
देख रहे हैं इलेक्शन एक्सप्रेस। थैंक यू सो मच, दैट्स वेरी नाइस, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। तो ये बताइए आपके हिसाब से सीमांध्रा के लिए बेस्ट कौन है?
बेस्ट का वो तो एक ही है, सीमांध्रा का प्रजा का। तेलंगाना वालों को भी वो सेपरेट करने के लिए प्रयत्न किया, लेकिन हम सीमांध्रा वाले तो यूनिटी में रहने के लिए प्रयत्न किया। किरण कुमार रेड्डी भी ऐसा ही किया, इसलिए कांग्रेस से बाहर आ गई है। अभी तो सबका मन एक ही है, यदि स्टेट पॉलिटिक्स है तो जैसा जयललिता होती है और ममता बनर्जी वैसा यहाँ भी ये स्टेट का लीडर हुआ है तो कांग्रेस के बिना हुआ है तो अच्छा होता है। नहीं हो तो एक दिन ये
कांग्रेस नहीं चाहिए तो कौन चाहिए? जगन चाहिए कि नायडू चाहिए?
दोनों स्टेट का लीडर दोनों हम समझ सकते।
वोट तो एक ही को दे सकता है, ये थोड़ी कि थोड़ा वोट इधर आधा वोट इधर आधा
नहीं तो अभी तेलुगुदेशम तो यदि खास की बात है, तेलुगुदेशम अभी मोदी के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, लेकिन बाद में मेरा भविष्य है YSRCP भी मोदी के साथ जोड़ होता है और ये सब मिलकर कांग्रेस को हटाने के लिए प्रयत्न करेंगे।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि स्टेट में नायडू या जगन, देश में कौन? दिल्ली में कौन?
दिल्ली में मोदी है, दोनों भी एक साथ मोदी से होते हैं। अभी YSRCP जगन रेड्डी भी होते हैं और चंद्रबाबू नायडू भी होते हैं।
आप कह रहे हैं मैच फिक्सिंग हो रहा है? टेम्पल टाउन में मैच फिक्सिंग हो रहा है। I want to raise this question. This is something that we hear so much of, sir. The fact that Jagan Reddy is willing to be on Modi's side, Chandrababu Naidu is also willing to be on Modi's side. It seems as if Modi is being wooed by too many now.
I mean, Jagan Reddy has always been saying that whoever will protect the interest of the residuary AP.
No, but Modi is in favor of Telangana.
Yeah, Modi is in favor of Telangana, but I mean, it's too premature to decide whether Modi is going to be in power. But anybody who is going to be in power and will protect our state interest, Seemandhra interest.
No, but the Panditji has a very sharp allegation. He says there is match fixing, that Chandrababu Naidu and Jagan will both be on Modi.
I mean, as of now, today we are fighting against Chandrababu and BJP, so it's too...
As of now, but tomorrow you don't know what happens.
I mean, it's hypothetical question.
So hypothetical, it can happen. You're not denying it.
I mean, I can't say, I mean, I can't comment.
Anything can happen in the future. Anybody who ensures Jagan stays out of jail.
No, that's absolutely false, because if he really wanted to be out of jail, he would have patched up with Congress long back. He's really fighting for the people and he wants to protect the interest of the residuary state.
Okay, let me ask the TDP members, is it possible for Jagan and Naidu to be on the same ticket with Modi, madam?
No, not possible.
No, but the Panditji is predicting that it is possible.
It may be Panditji's opinion, but it's not all. See, they won't mingle.
Panditji?
कभी भी जगन मोहन रेड्डी ने मोदी के बारे में कुछ भी गलती नहीं कहा। हाँ, ये तो दोनों को बीच में तेलुगुदेशम चंद्रबाबू नायडू और जगन के बीच में विवाद है, लेकिन मोदी से दोनों का विवाद नहीं है। इसलिए इलेक्शन के बाद YSRCP भी मोदी के साथ जाते हैं और तेलुगुदेशम भी होता है और बाद में और
बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, आप न केवल श्लोक अच्छे से जानते हैं, आप पॉलिटिक्स भी बहुत अच्छे से जानते हैं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। पर बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट रेज किया कि जगन रेड्डी कभी मोदी के खिलाफ क्यों नहीं बोलता है?
It's not required right now, right? Like,
why is it not required, sir?
See,
your answers don't seem very convincing.
No, what I'm saying is right now, like, he was against the bifurcation. He even met Modi. He met everybody in the country. I mean,
Panditji is asking, why does Jagan not speak against Modi? Answer his question, sir.
I mean, it's very hypothetical. He's not saying...
What is hypothetical? It's a fact. It's not hypothetical, sir.
No, I mean, it's a fact in sense, like, I mean, he's not even talking against, Manmohan or even Sonia Gandhi. What is required, he's talking, man. It doesn't need that he needs to comment.
Is it because he's scared that Modi could come to power and Jagan could go back to jail? That's why he doesn't want to take panga with Modi.
I'll tell you one thing, man. Jagan Reddy was the only person who went out saying that I am for Seemandhra, and who was against Sonia Gandhi when she was in the peak of her power. He's not scared of anybody, but he is more for the people. And like I told you, man, if answer is like, if in the best interest of the residuary AP, he can take any decision. Like, I mean, we are for Jagan Reddy taking any decision, aligning with anybody to protect the interest of the people.
Okay. I want to go back now towards the others who've joined us. This gentleman over here says he's come from Chittoor. Chittoor is how far from Tirupati?
70 km.
You've come to participate in the Election Express. You've been watching some of the coverage?
Yes, sir. I have been watching this coverage for a long time. I mean, this is 18th episode. I have been watching almost all the episodes.
That's very nice. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. Thank you. I hope you watch till the 12th of May, till the program broadcast. But what do you think of the Panditji's Bhavishyavani? That both want to be on Modi's side.
No, I have come only as a farmer. We are losing our lands. The government wants to take as an expressway. So how far will they do that? I don't want to. They are taking the fertile lands.
Who's taking away your land?
Government. They want to build the expressway.
But why is an expressway bad? If an expressway comes, it's good for everyone. In the larger public good, you don't think an expressway is good?
No, they are taking very fertile lands. If they give good compensation, yes, they are not giving us good compensation.
How much compensation are you getting?
It has not yet been settled. They are telling it's very meager, only market value. Market value is very low.
No, but don't you think in larger public interest, you should be willing to give up your land?
Of taking good fertile lands, they can develop the existing 2-lane road into 8 lanes also, and they can improve the speed of the trains. And frequency of the trains can be improved instead of wasting public money.
Okay. We are hearing real people and their real issues, giving the ordinary citizen of India their right to be heard through the Election Express. That's the whole point of being here in Tirupati. Earlier this evening, I went to the Sri Venkateshwara University. There we met with a whole bunch of very anxious students, anxious about the bifurcation, anxious about the impact the bifurcation would have on their lives, their jobs, their prospects, and anxious about who might come to power and what might lie in store in the future. This is what we found out in the poll pulse at the Sri Venkateshwara University. Those most impacted by the decision to split Andhra Pradesh are the youth of the state. With exams round the corner, their future and lives thrown into disarray. What do the college students of Sri Venkateshwara University in Tirupati think of the decision to split Andhra Pradesh? We're in a college, we've joined a classroom to understand what the young people here think of the decision to split Andhra Pradesh. I want to begin by asking this young lady here, ma'am, there's a very controversial decision that's been thrusted on the people of Seemandhra. I want to begin by asking you, do you support the manner in which Andhra Pradesh has been bifurcated?
I am absolutely against the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, just not against the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. The way it was done without considering the emotions of people, without giving them due importance. They say 60% of population of Andhra Pradesh is residing in Seemandhra, but why isn't the 60%, the opinions of 60% of people, is it being reflected there in bifurcation? I don't feel so, because there haven't been route map on how the employees are to be distributed. Everything they're talking about what has to be done now. Before bifurcation, they need to have done they should have done all the groundwork way back. That is something really bad. And I'm an electrical engineering student. Generally, we have AP Transco and AP Genco exams. All these power plants, majority of power plants are situated in Telangana. When I joined electrical engineering, I was assured of a job, because assured in the sense the opportunities are a lot better, because we have many power plants in Andhra Pradesh, and the employment rate is also good. But now I'll be considered non-local to them. There will be no difference between a student hailing from Karnataka and a Telugu student from Andhra Pradesh. So the way it was done is really stupid. The national media was not covering the thing. This is what I felt, because for 3 months we spent without colleges, without any schools. The entire state, it was just in a state of everything was chaotic. Everybody was on the streets demonstrating. When such things were going on, national media's coverage was really poor. That is something I wanted to say.
What are your biggest fears? At a time when the split has been announced, what are your concerns? What are your fears?
Especially the Telangana people, they are more concerned about the home quota they would get if they have their separate state. Now I am scared, what about my quota that I have been sharing in the colleges and institutions of that state?
Where we are in Tirupati is one of the favorites to be the new capital of Seemandhra. You want Tirupati to be the new capital?
No, because here the political situations are somewhat different rather than, and even the development of Tirupati is far away from the regions like Visakhapatnam or Vijayawada. But we don't have government lands near, and it takes more cost when we support Tirupati to be capital. And no, the capital should be very close to all of us in Seemandhra.
How do you view the battle for your vote 2014, the general elections? Who do you think for the young people of Seemandhra is the best political formation?
The people have to think about the future. They have to see the future and vote for the best in their constituency. They should not see that YSRCP or TDP and all. They should vote for the best who can.
Who do you think is the best for the young people of Seemandhra?
It's not like that. In every constituency they have different people. They have to vote for the best in their constituency.
How many people here support Chandrababu Naidu? Can you put up your hands? So majority of the people seem to support Chandrababu Naidu. Why do you like Naidu?
Because of his experience in the 10 years. Our AP stood first in India in IT sector and in whatever. Only backlog is that we have no sufficient rainfall during his time.
Why not Jagan Reddy? Jagan Reddy was supposed to be the favorite of the people of Seemandhra.
No, he was the favorite of people Seemandhra because only of his father.
But why do you prefer Chandrababu Naidu over Jagan Reddy?
Mainly because we have no great expectations because he has no experience.
From Jagan?
Yes. And then we could see that when Chandrababu Naidu was in rule, he brought good development in the side of urban areas. And later our state has seen Rajshekhar Reddy, we have seen a kind of better rural development. Now it's time we see again urban development. And also Chandrababu Naidu has been starving for power all these days, so maybe if given a chance he'll show up something.
With your experience, who do you think is best suited to develop Seemandhra?
All politicians are same. There is absolutely no difference between any politician. We must change. Society must change.
What do the young people over here, what do the students think of Narendra Modi? Who wants to answer that question? Yeah?
Well, he was a common man. He is no longer a common man. I'll say that.
What do you all think of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress?
For the past 10 years, we have seen the Congress government, how it has gone, how it has degraded from the top and bottom. Now we have to give a chance to others for the development in the country.
Do you think Rahul is fit to lead India?
No, I don't think so. Because while Manmohan Singh was the PM, but the overall power was concentrated in the hands of Sonia. Then how can we think that it will not be repeated again when Rahul will become this?
Do you think Rahul can be a prime minister, good prime minister?
No, he cannot be a good prime minister because he will be monitored by Sonia Gandhi as well. Also, he has no experience.
You seem disillusioned with everyone.
Disillusion with everyone. I'm okay with anybody who comes up with a concrete agenda. This is the way, this is the vision I have for the country. This is the mission. This is the way I want to lead people. These are the things I want to take up. Join me. This is what I expect from a person who will be sitting at the helm and who is expecting to be the prime minister of a country like India. If a person is like that, I'm with him or her.
Do you see someone like that?
3 months back, I was with Arvind Kejriwal, but I just have to ponder, or I just...
Why have you got disillusioned with Kejriwal?
I'm not disillusioned. I just wanted to see him get into power, and I just wanted to see whether he's an educated person. But if he could make any change, then I'll just believe in him, or people of that kind.
Okay. Thank you all so much for joining us and sharing with us your thoughts on the creation of a separate state of Seemandhra, and also your anxieties, your fears, and your sense of the battle for your vote 2014. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you. Very anxious students there at the Sri Venkateshwara University. In the last part of this program, I want to ask people about what they think of the Congress government and the work that's been done over the last 10 years in Andhra Pradesh. What do you think?
Absolutely every political party is running for power.
See, BJP is in tie-up with Chandrababu Naidu. BJP, which has separated our state, is in tie-up with Telugu Desam party. Jagan party is different. Congress party is different. As Kiran Kumar Reddy party is different. We are fed up with the parties. We don't.
What is the solution?
We don't want these traditional parties. You ask any party how many crores they are spending. 20 crores for an MLA seat, 75 crores for MP seat. How can India can come up in the life? Absolutely, it is money game. People put their shawls, people put their colors, and they spend 20 crores and speak of honesty. Where is the honesty? Which party is giving honesty? How can Chandrababu Naidu can tie up with BJP? How can Jagan keep silent with the Modi's comment? Sonia Gandhi doing something. Everybody is a cheater. Everybody is a cheater. They are cheating us. They are cheating the general public. Absolutely, we are damn vexed. We want new generation. A new generation where the elections will be done without any money. No question of this 10, 15 days.
So what is the solution?
We don't want this. We don't want this. Let this old parties be banned. We don't want TDP. We don't want Congress.
Who do you want? Aam Aadmi Party.
We want People's Party. Let the common people come without any symbol. Let them come normally. It's not this. India will not come up with this dirty politics.
Okay, there are two Aam Aadmi Party quite a few Aam Aadmi Party supporters. What this gentleman is saying, does it essentially mean that he's also rooting for a People's Party or the Aam Aadmi Party?
लास्ट 65 साल से इस देश को लूटा जा रहा है। नेतागण डेवलप हुए हैं, लेकिन आम आदमी डेवलप नहीं हुए। जिस देश में भीख मांगने वाले, जिस्म बेचकर जीने वाले, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स, गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल्स ठीक से चलने तक ये देश ठीक नहीं होगा। इसलिए आम आदमी पार्टी आया है। आम आदमी पार्टी को अब चुनिए, इस देश को ठीक कर दीजिए।
तो ये बताइए, आम आदमी पार्टी 7 सीटों पे लड़ रहा है एमपीज के, तो कोई जीत रहे हैं आप लोग? केजरीवाल को कितनी सीटें मिलेंगी आंध्र प्रदेश?
Tied up with Congress. आम आदमी पार्टी so-called party has tied up with Congress. What is the spirit? Where is the spirit?
Sir,
कांग्रेस टाई अप नहीं हुए आम आदमी पार्टी के साथ। कांग्रेस खुद आया है। आम आदमी पार्टी को बुलाया गया है गवर्नर, और बुला के गवर्नमेंट बनाने के लिए बोला है। उसके लिए कांग्रेस सपोर्ट दिया है।
ये बताइए, आम आदमी पार्टी को कितनी सीटें मिल रही है आंध्र प्रदेश में?
जितना भी मिले सर, नंबर 1 स्टार सीट से
7 seats.
Spend money will get seats. Those who spend money will get seats. Okay. It's not the people's voting.
I want to ask you, sir, who do you think has the solutions to the problems of Seemandhra?
The leaders should come from the public, because both BJP and Congress, the policies have driven after the implementation of liberalization. We have seen poor have become poorer, rich have become richer. Only certain corporate class have developed in this country after more than 25 years of liberalization. Normal people have not gained anything of this liberalization. So we want the people from the public, people who are concerned about the public problems.
Who do you think is concerned about the public's problems?
Left is definitely concerned about the public problem, where the media is also not focusing.
Okay, this gentleman is from the left. Sir, how do you assess the prospects of the left in Andhra Pradesh?
Sir, we are a small force here in Andhra Pradesh. We are gathering the people for the right cause.
What is the right cause?
The right cause for the United State, for the United Andhra Pradesh, for the people issues, for the common people issues. We are educating the people in the state.
Okay, who do you think, sir, has the solutions to the problems of Seemandhra?
This election is a very special election, both for Andhra Pradesh state as well as the India country as a whole. See, I will tell you with a small example. When the disease or problem is very small, we will go to local doctor, and even family doctor also with sentiment. He may be good for his family or something. When the disease or problem is very serious, we will go to a specialist naturally. This time I feel the state of Andhra Pradesh requires a specialist. Even the country requires a specialist.
Who is this specialist?
Specialist is Chandrababu Naidu in AP, and that specialist for the country is Modi. Here,
no, one thing I want to make sure to all the parties, in the bifurcation all parties have taken responsibility, but the blame is pushed on certain parties. At the end of the bifurcation, both Congress and BJP, especially Venkaiah Naidu, came out with some plan, that is tax exemption in Seemandhra, especially in Rayalaseema. That is, if you know the deficit budget in Seemandhra now, it is around 9,000 crores. If you get special exemption like capital exemption and tax exemption, excise exemption, something like Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, and also in
like Bihar has been asking for a special package.
Yes, there are 4 states which are present in North India. They are asking for Rayalaseema on the same grounds, which are having same parameters. Even though I am a doctor, I want to give you some example. The infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, and other parameters like GDP, and also per capita income, and also the demographic evolution compared to those 4 states. It is almost all equal, Rayalaseema. So suppose if not, I am not asking in favor of Rayalaseema, I am asking in favor of state of Andhra Pradesh.
I think that's very important.
One thing I want to just finish this. If we get that tax exemption, we get 10,000 crores per year. That means within 1 year, we can finish off this budget, deficit budget by 1 year. This can be fulfilled by only Chandrababu Naidu and the NDS government. With that vision only, he has gone into that power.
Okay, there is a very strong level of disenchantment here with the bifurcation. People, of course, hoping that the government that gets sworn in will find a solution. We want to end this broadcast with a Telugu folk song with a very special message. We've got some very popular folk singers, but before they perform, sir, पहले हमारे दर्शकों को बता दें, क्योंकि तेलुगु में होगा, कि जो गाना ये लोग गा रहे हैं, इसका मैसेज क्या है?
कुल और मत का भेद बिना सब अभी हमारा देश के लिए वोट करने के लिए यही तेलुगु सॉन्ग है हमारे वाले
encouraging people to go out and vote. And what can be better than that to end this broadcast? Sir, please.
కదలి రండి యువతి యువకులారా, ఓటు విలువ తెలుసుకొని నీతిగా ఓటేసేందుకు. కదలి రండి యువతి యువకులారా, ఓటు విలువ తెలుసుకొని నీతిగా ఓటేసేందుకు. భారతమ్మ కలలను నిజం చేసే ఆయుధం, భారతమ్మ కలలను నిజం చేసే ఆయుధం. మన బతుకుల్లో మార్పుకు ఇది చక్కని వరము, మన బతుకుల్లో మార్పుకు ఇది చక్కని వరము. కదలి రండి యువతి యువకులారా, ఓటు విలువ తెలుసుకొని నీతిగా ఓటు